Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Internet friends. My name is Tim Schrock at Design Build Solutions. On today's bonus tip for Chief Architect, I want to go into how handles, 3 different ways, handles on our uh, uh, cabinets can be adjusted. And we're going to get started right away here. So first of all, there are 3 types of cabinets. We have base cabinets, we have wall cabinets, and we have what I call pantry cabinets, or Chief Architect considers full height cabinets. Each of these has their own default settings with regards to doors and handles, doors, drawers, and handles. Whether that's and I'm going to double click on the full height cabinet setting here. And you'll notice if we zoom in on this, it says full height cabinet defaults. You can set the door panel, the handle, the hinges, the drawer panel, and handle settings individually here. So for instance, if I were to add a drawer to this, you'll notice that has a knob where I got to do it here. I did it to the default. So let's go here and just add another. There we go. So the default now, I changed the default after placing this full height cabinet. You'll notice that did not change the face of the cabinets that was already inserted into the model. It changed the face of the next ones, but it does change. If I were to add another one here, if I were to go back in and change the, oops, let me zoom out here for you. If I were to change the door and drawer handle information for the default, let's say a pull horizontal, it does change the handle information for any cabinets already placed in the model. Okay, so you can have differing defaults for your base, upper, and full height cabinets. But I also want to, each of these does have this capacity to change the handle information. So if I double click on my base cabinet, and let's zoom in on this and go to door drawer. Let's say I go to my door handles and I turn them to none in my default. Okay, watch what happens. Let's see if I do this. Watch what happens to these 3 base drawers if I change the base to none in my default. So all 3 have handles now. When I click OK, 2 of them disappear. Okay, now let's go into the settings of why that might happen. Each individual, let's do this here. Each individual cabinet has the door handle set to default for this one. Default for the middle one. And none. Wait, none for this one? Well, let's change it to default. None. It's still there. What's going on? Let's change this middle one to a pull vertical. Okay, so I have this one. This door panel is set to use default. See there, door handle, use default. This one is set to manually to pull vertical. So let's add a new door. Okay, so that's set to Okay, so I've got 2 doors here, and let's set it to none. They both go away. Let's set it to use default. They're both still gone. Let's do this. Let's add a new door. Cancel that. But I've got one with a handle and one without. Let's dig into what that's all about. Go into door drawer, and notice it's using default for the door handle. So this lower panel, let me move this out of the way so you can see. This lower panel is using the default. It has no handle. Let's click on this door here, and we can change individual door drawer appliance panels by using this specify button. When we've selected that panel, we can specify, and notice I have set this as a pull vertical. I've manually set that one individual door panel. So there's 3 ways to manage door and drawer handles. Let's go back to use default, which would be our normal settings, and now it's gone. Okay, I can go back to my door and drawer, and let's say pull vertical, and they both open up. So the 3 ways are, number 1, we can go into the default for the cabinets and change the door and drawer handles here. We can go into the individual cabinet and change the door and drawer handles per individual cabinet here. Or we can go into individual panels. Let's do this. Door and drawer, door handle, pull vertical. Or we can go into individual panels by clicking on the face of the door, that door face, and specifying a manual specification. Now we might specify the same manual specification that all the others have, but when I go and change, say, the default, let's say I change this to use default, that's still a manual setting. I hope that helps.